Welcome back to a brand new video, and this is the live lesson series. Okay, we've got a treat today. We've got Richard shooting around mid-80s as his average right now, but some big issues in the game. It's getting a little bit shorter, it's getting a little bit weaker, and the ball keeps going out to the right. So over the next 3 weeks, we're going to have 3 episodes here. We're going to look at irons, improving irons and the strike and the distance. Then the same with driver. How do we improve the strike and the distance and the curve? And week 3 is going to be all about short game. Now, first off, let's head down to the range, meet Richard, and start sorting out these irons. Because strike clearly sounds like an issue. And how would you be satisfied with that shot on the course? Would that be one that would be like, yeah, you know, that was pretty nice?
That would be straight but short.
Yeah, so again, sort of that category of, okay, I've got it straight but got it short. Right.
And then it'd be a bump and run onto the green.
One more for me. Okay, right, I've got a few videos here. I want to just talk through these. And guys, everybody will be able to see these as we're sort of talking through them. Okay, so data here at the bottom. I mean, got quite a lot of side spin and achieving a lot of spin on our golf ball. And our club face is pointing quite significantly out to the right, 25.4 on some of them. And then we're swinging 4 degrees left with a lot of loft. So essentially what we've got to identify, what is sort of coming into the golf ball like this, which is why you're really struggling for distance. And what you'll see here is as you get less loft, i.e. when you get a driver, these things just get exaggerated. Yeah. So essentially, if you think we're coming into the golf ball like this right now, adding a load of loft, contributing to that lack of distance, and a very open face, contributing to one, a lack of distance, but then also that unmentionable to the right,
yes.
But also that sort of quite spinny ball flight. Yeah. It's like we said before, you know when you're kicking a football and you really want to cut across it. Yeah. It's sort of. And then, yeah, it's sort of that's what we're seeing here. Okay, so let's just have a look at this screen now. So let's zoom in on this grip here. So we've had a little bit of talking about this grip and sort of understanding what you've done here. So we've got a couple of issues. One, a very weak glove hand. So you can see I can't really see any of this logo of your glove. Okay. Okay, and then a little bit of a, well, it's not a weak, not strong, it's quite a neutral sort of right hand. So in the past, what I think you've done is you've, with a strong grip on your right hand, you've sort of counteracted this weak left hand a little bit, and you found a way of, right, okay, get a better hit. But now you've weakened this hand, that has weakened your club face, and yeah, you're going to hit it straighter, but that's because your club face is going to move less, but you're going to hit it a lot weaker. So both of these hands we need to improve upon. We need to sort of make this glove hand a little bit stronger, move it over in this direction, and make sure this crease is pointing into our right shoulder. Okay, but apart from that, like if you look at your distance from the golf ball, nice, really, really good. So hands hanging down slightly. The only thing I would mention here is, can we sort of reduce this sort of hunched look to our back a little bit?
I think that's me working in an office.
Yeah, but you know, like I said this.
8 hours a day.
Yeah, and do you see the videos of Natalie on the channel?
Yes.
And she said this to a lot of people, like, when we were at a desk all day and we're like this, the only thing we're used to is being this way. But she would say this to you like now, if you could just feel that your shoulder blades in your back pockets, even like 1 or 2% better, that is going to really, really, really help you. So we're going to look to improve a bit of posture, improve a bit of grip as our first few things. Then we'll make a few swings and see how that goes. But have a look at this here. So this is your overall motion here on the left side of the screen. Quite a nice backswing. Yeah. Yeah, left, right leg straightens a little bit, but nothing to really worry about. And then we make this sort of move over the top with a big open face. And that is the reason why you're getting those weak shots. Right. Okay, but first things first, we're going to look at grip. We're going to look at a bit of posture. And then can we get you moving with a better grip and better posture where actually, because right now, this is the thing, if you went and started to try and fix your club path with a weak grip, you're going to hit it further right. So it's almost counterintuitive. It's not going to help us. But if we sort your grip first, sort your posture, let's see how and what your swing reacts to it, and then we go from there. I think sort of the best way, because you might find that you might start reacting differently because you've got a different sort of objective to go towards. It's like, have you played cricket before?
I've not, no.
Okay, but you know, like, if I ball onto your feet, you'd move your feet to it.
Yeah.
If I balled a bouncer towards your head, you'd move your head.
Yeah.
But you're reacting to what the ball does. Okay. So in golf, it's very much the same. We react to what we keep seeing our ball to do. Well, if we keep seeing it going right, we're going to continue to swing a bit left.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we get a stronger grip, and this is what I'd say to you and everybody right now, we may start seeing that ball go a bit left.
Okay.
But, okay, well then we can start to trust that we can swing a little bit more to the right.
Okay.
Okay, so first off, we're going to strengthen up the glove hand.
Yep.
We're going to sort out this right hand. We're going to get into a bit of a better posture, and let's see where we go from there.
No problem.
Any questions on that?
No. I like the sound of what...
So Richard, just show us your grip. So if you grip the golf club right now, just as you would naturally. Okay, so let's have a little zoom on this here. So what you can see here is, again, I was referencing, you can't really see any knuckles on this glove hand.
No.
And then this right hand's also, well, it's okay, it's just a little bit weak. So if I said to you, where's that crease between your thumb and your first finger on your glove hand pointing? Would you say zip?
Oh, possibly, so yeah, chin.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to say that's really, really quite weak. Okay, so this is what we're sort of seeing here, and really quite weak. And any time that happens, if you think your ability to release the club is quite a lot reduced, and more likely for that club face to point out to the right. So what I want to see here is, and this is a great little sort of measure actually, you can use this sort of black line on your glove. Yeah. You probably can't see that much on that knuckle, that second knuckle there, can you at all? No. So what I want you to do is take the hand off, hold this up for me, keep on. Great, so we've got it in the fingers, that's the first good thing. So any time that we've got it here, this is brilliant. Any time we've got it here, that's sort of double whammy, bad. Okay, in the fingers, I want you to then get this hand more over. That's it, brilliant. Okay. So now you can see that black bit there, can't you? Yes. Okay, now put your right hand on where you had it before. So essentially we'll match that up and see how your thumb fits nicely in that crease of your right hand. Yeah. So both of this and this and this and this point into your right shoulder. Just make a few practice swings for me, give me a bit of feedback, tell me what that feels like, because that is going to look a lot different.
And it feels a lot different as well.
Good, bad, give me some feedback. What does it feel like?
Feels weird.
Okay.
It's the first time I've done it.
It's going to feel weird. Does the club feel lighter, heavier?
Yeah, close the face easier. Okay,
so where's your ball been going? Weak, high, right.
Yes.
A lot of spin, a lot of open face. So that's music to my ears that you feel like that's going to be the case. So just have a look at this here. I mean, we'll put up the sort of comparison on the side of the screen. Looks totally different. We can now see from this sort of face on angle right here how much stronger that left hand is, your glove hand, which is exactly what we want to have. Okay, so grip, just keep going. A few practice swings for me. Let's now have a look at the posture. Just keep going.
Just trying to get conscious of that grip.
Yeah, and you know what? I want you to be conscious of it. Yeah. So what I would expect right now, and this is what I want to happen, okay? Because we know we're swinging a little bit left, I want the ball to fly longer and just straight left. Okay, that might sound counterintuitive right now, but what we've got to think about here is you've had a club that's worked across the golf ball this way, right? Yep. With a weak grip, with a face that points that way. Okay, we've not really talked about club path yet, but what we have done is improve grip to improve club face, so both of them are going to point this way now. Yeah. Maybe. Well, we might start to react differently. You might start to react where everything goes a little bit straighter, but I'm sort of giving you worst case scenario here. This is going to help you. Okay. Okay, I know you got a bit heavy, but that had a bit of a different curve on it, didn't it?
Yeah. It didn't go right.
No? Which is big. Okay, really interesting here. Have a look at your face to path. So this is numbers on the screen now. So what we have here is FTP and club path. Only swung one left, hit down the golf ball slightly, but your club now pointed 1.3 left.
Was it 25 before?
25 right. And your average is about a 9 or 10. Okay, that was sort of the worst one that we saw in here. But that's a big difference. Yes. And all that is grip. Okay? Should be exciting now when we get into driver. That's the... Okay, go again for me. Just think about grip. That's your only objective. grip, getting a little bit better in that setup. Awesome shot. How'd that feel?
A lot better. A hell of a lot better.
Brown envelopes in the post.
Yeah, you're not bad at this, are you?
Okay, again, much better. Still pointing a little bit right, but again, it's nowhere near as much as it was.
No.
Okay, we're not swinging anywhere as much left as we were. Okay, brilliant. Let's keep going again. And this is great. So like I use this flight scope literally just to like quantify the improvement.
Okay.
So you can go there, right? Okay, yeah, I can see the ball flight's going straighter, but why is that the case? Well, improve grip and think, what's the only point of contact with the golf club? Grip.
Yeah, great.
So making sure that you've got a good grip is so key, because that really improves your club face control. And that's a grip I want you to use throughout the bag.
Even on the shorter clubs as well?
Yeah. And we will get to that. So there will be another, so we'll put, the second part of this will be the driver lesson, then the third part of this will be on the short game area. That's a noise.
Oh, yes.
How much, I mean, just look how much further that's flown.
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective, I know it's a cold day here and this is not normalised and these are range balls. Before, they were flying about 116, okay?
Really?
Not normalised. So normalised would have been a bit further, okay? We're going to compare range ball shot to range ball shot. Okay. That's now flown 138.8, finished 142. Okay, it's a big difference in distance.
Yes, definitely.
And that's simply because your club face and your club path are closer together. You're not grazing. Like think of when you're grating cheese. You slide across it, you get a grate of it. If you went straight onto it, you wouldn't grate it. You just move the whole block. Yeah. It's a very strange analogy. I know. But do you get what I mean there?
I get what you mean.
So I mean, and 116, you don't hit it 116, but just to give you a comparison with range ball to range ball, not normalised. So when you go to driving range, sometimes they have that button where you can put it to what golf ball you use. Yeah. Unnormalised, it was 116. That's gone 138.8 on the fly. So you think that's sort of that missing 10, 12 yards, 15 yards that you've had, maybe more, that's actually more, but let's edge on the side of caution and say you've got back that sort of 10, 12 yards.
Definitely.
Because on the golf course you might swing a little bit smoother, you might not go after it as much. Okay, just grip it now for me, just so I can show you the differences on that grip. So a bit more over that glove hand. That's it, brilliant. Awesome. Bit more over. Go on, really exaggerate it. That's it. Okay, so you have a look at this here. I mean, I think we can still get this a little bit more over.
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference.
But look at the difference there. I think we can still get this more over, by the way. But it's a big improvement on what you had to what we're doing now. Yeah. Okay, so let's just sort this posture out. So nice and simply, just try and get the club in the hands and just let's feel as though we put our shoulders into our back pocket. Even just roll them in there, because that's really going to free up your body to get a bit more turn. When your shoulders are sort of hunched like this, it's very, very hard to then sort of move in this. That's it. And tell everybody at work, I can't sit like this anymore, it's hurting my golf.
I've got to do less work and more golf.
That's better, good. So that's much flatter. It's not going to change straight away, but if you made a conscious effort every single time that you went, just to go, you know what, I'm going to feel as though I've got a bit of this flatter back. I'm going to feel a bit more this way rather than this way.
I think previously my legs were a lot straighter. Yeah. Doing that with the back bends the legs a little bit more. Yeah,
and you just look like you've got into, like, I don't want to use the word lazy, but just like a comfortable place where this is more comfortable. Whereas, okay, a little bit less knee bend, a little bit straighter back, stick the bum out, boom. And that's as simple as I want it to go. I don't need to overcomplicate it, but and just be 1 or 2% better at that. Okay, so let's hit a few away. Let's see how we go. Take your go. Okay, just really get the feeling of that club face. Really make sure that grip's a little bit stronger. Don't get that posture. Give it a nice hit. Lovely.
That's better.
And I think the key thing, whenever you're working on anything in your game, is not to press that panic button when it doesn't go quite right.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very easy, especially when you're changing grip like this, it's very, very easy to, oh my God, I've not hit a good one there. Because you hit a few first good ones and it's like, oh, that feels better. But yeah, okay, why does it feel better? Got the grip better, right. I'm not used to having my hands orientate this way.
It's just getting used to after having it.
Yeah. And I think that's a big thing when anybody goes for lessons or then you try and improve stuff on your own, you hit the first 2 or 3 good ones, you're like, oh, grip sorted, right, yep. On to the next thing here. Whereas we just need to hit, let's hit sort of 4 more here. And guys, we're gonna let Richard hit 4 more here, then we're gonna jump into the second half of this lesson, which we're on a second video out next Sunday, where we're gonna look at your club path on the way down and move into the big stick and hopefully regain the yards.
Yes.
Like you've done here. Okay, 4 more for me. Love that. Okay, Richard, so just give us a little bit of a summary. So what are you going to take away from that lesson?
Strengthening of the glove hand.
Yep.
Stop the stooping of the posture.
Yep.
And it's helping the club face not to be pointing out to the right, so having those ugly shots that I was consistently having.
Fab, awesome. Okay guys, so don't forget we're going to have part 2 where we're going to look at Richard's downswing. So his club path into the golf ball, and actually going to see if we can take this into driver as well, because that was a lot better.
Yes.
That was really, really nice to see. So don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and don't forget, this time next Sunday is part 2.